Hello, everyone. Thank you for making it out on a very rainy day. I was expecting, oh, my mic keeps going in and out. That's okay. We'll work with it. It'll just sound like a good sound effect as if you had a concert, that's all. Just stay with me. So thank you for being here. I know that it's raining today. We were expecting sun, or at least I'm expecting sun. And I was also expecting my microphone to stay on the whole entire time. But again, we're gonna work with it, okay? So, thank you for being here on a rainy day. Let me start off by some introductions. So, if I've not had the opportunity of meeting you yet, my name is Sophon Smith, and if you're wondering, well, how do I remember that name? Just think of it as Sophon, so far, so good. And usually I am, especially with this food, oh, I am the best person on earth. So I'm gonna switch the microphone and steal this from the judges for right now, so that I don't annoy you with the in and outs. And so to introduce myself is to also share a little bit about my personal background. I was born in Cambodia, but raised entirely here in the city of Lowell, so I am a Lowellian. I went to the Lincoln Elementary School as a kid. I went to the Daly for my junior high school at Lowell High, and then I finished my undergrad at UMass Lowell. I live in Drake now for the last 10 years, only because I fell in love with a house out there, but I still claim Lowell as my hometown. But many of you might also know me from a job that I had done. For almost 5 years, I worked in an organization known as Entrepreneurship for All, or E for All. And at this job, I worked with hundreds and hundreds of aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners, and I helped them launch their business through the Business Accelerator program. And so that's what a lot of people know me for. And so when I had an opportunity to work with Middlesex Community College for this pitch contest, I said, absolutely. I love what the school does for the community. I love the young folks with their ideas, and what better way to celebrate these new ideas than to have a little bit of a healthy competition, friendly competition, okay? But before we start, I'm going to introduce someone that does not necessarily need an introduction. Phil, you like that, I know. So this person does not need an introduction, but he deserves a proper introduction. So President Philip Sisson, he has over 30 years of diverse and exemplary college leadership experience in the areas of campus administration, strategic planning, academic and student affairs, programming, fiscal management, resource development and business, community and K-16 partnerships, all with a clear and consistent focus on equity, access, and student success. So as you can see, Phil is someone that is high in demand, extremely knowledgeable, and he's been the president for a couple of years now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could give a huge round of applause, give me some excitement for the president.
That is the most spirited introduction I've had all day, and I've had a few of them. So, good afternoon, everybody. Entrepreneurs, to you, congratulations for getting to this point. I know you're nervous. Don't be. You're amongst friends. There are people here to support you. Nicest judges I've ever met. Well, maybe. Okay, I've been on a couple of judges, but they're good. They're good people. And they're going to give you great feedback that's going to help you. And at the end of all this, the beauty of this is we've been working closely with the Cummings Foundation, so there's money. It's not just winning, it's about money, which is really important. I mean, entrepreneurs can't do what they do without support. And we know that community college students don't often have the family and friend support that a lot of entrepreneurs usually have when they start their businesses. So you've had this community and this group of family and friends to help support you. So consider this as the next step in your journey as you go out to do great things in the world. I want to thank our judges who have taken the time to be with us here today. And as I said, they're going to give you some great feedback that I hope you'll take to heart, that will help you with your business plans, and maybe alter a few things that you've been thinking about, or give you some great suggestions that you did not think about and that you take advantage. It's been great to see you everywhere. You've been shopping these wares in Bedford and Lowell, on carts and stages, with people running in and out of elevators, and that you're always there with a smile, doing what you do best, which is really to lay behind your product and make sure that you get people exposed to it, which is just amazing. So kudos to all of you. This work has been going on at Middlesex for a very, very long time. When we think about the entrepreneurship program, it has a lengthy tradition. It's had several people that have really shepherded it to this point, and that includes Stacy Hargis. She's not with us this semester because she's on sabbatical. But most importantly, for Sofan, who stepped in the 11th hour, because we don't usually do this pitch contest like a couple of days before commencement. That would be crazy, right? But we're doing it anyway, right? But because we wanted to make sure that we did this, we wanted to make sure that you had money in hand and we were able to give you the next step that you needed. So thank you for your patience. So thank you so much for joining us with all your expertise. When we tried to figure out how we were still going to do this, I said, I know the woman who's available to help us get to that point. So thank you for your caring, your support, your working with these students, and most importantly for allowing this event to happen even in this tight time right before we get to commencement. So sit back, enjoy. I'm just going to suggest that you may want to think about one thing. Looks like you've got really smart audience members here. So they may have some suggestions for our entrepreneurs as well along the journey.
Are you adding more to my event here, Phil?
I am. I'm just thinking.
I
I'm going
think
to
we
make a
discussed this
suggestion.
beforehand.
You did not.
I'll take your suggestion into consideration.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is why we work so beautifully together. I will now be going to a president's meeting and leaving, but you know what I get? I get the amazing video that's being created of what you do. I'm not trying to make you any more nervous, but it will be on video.
Thanks, Phil.
But you're going to have that video, and you can look at yourselves and take a look at yourselves afterwards and really critique yourselves, which is really incredibly helpful in the work that you do. So I'll get a chance to see all of your work. So thank you so much for your work this afternoon. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Phil. And that's a good picture of you, Phil, by the way. Before we begin, I would like to thank our sponsor. You see, these kinds of events don't just happen magically. It requires a lot of support. And so because of the Cummings Foundation support, we're able to host this event and also offer prizes for this evening as well. So the Cummings Foundation was established in 1986 by Joyce and Bill Cummings. The foundation is one of New England's largest private foundations that's based right here in Woburn. It primarily supports nonprofits in Middlesex, Essex, and Suffolk counties through its annual $30 million grant program. $30 million, that's a lot. So they award this grant to 150 plus organizations and programs yearly to local organizations that are focusing on human services, education, and healthcare. So thank you to Cummings for that. So, you're probably wondering, some of you, what is a pitch contest? Who here has never been to a pitch contest event before? Raise your hand. Ooh, newbies, especially our finalists, first timers. I love first timers because you're right now filled with a little excitement, a little anxiety, nervousness. All those are good feelings because it's going to add more to that presentation. So essentially, a pitch contest is really an opportunity for a person or a business to pitch their idea or their business to an audience, and in this case, to a panel of judges. And our judges are going to help us decide who's going to win some of the prizes that we have for this evening that I'll talk about in just a second. But usually pitch contests are very short presentations. They're typically about 3 to 10 minutes long. And in this event, it's only going to be 3 minutes long, and our finalists are going to convince the judges of their business's vitality, market potential, and its unique value as well. What sets them apart, basically, from the competitors. So why are we doing this? Well, Phil shared some of those goals already. We want to promote entrepreneurship across the campus. Okay, this wasn't just for a particular program, this was open to all the students on campus. We want to support student innovation. You have some brilliant ideas. We know that your minds are full of ideas and you see a lot of problems out there, you might have solutions to it. Well, we want to hear your idea and we want to support your idea to take it to that next level. And these pitch contests helps our students build their communication as well. In addition, why not connect our students to the community, to business leaders, and so forth? Because you never know who might be the audience listening to your idea. So let me share with you the format for this evening and what to expect. Our finalists will have a total of 3 minutes. I know, you're like, 3 minutes? Yes, 3 minutes to deliver a presentation that where they will share with us the problem that they see, the solution that they have for that problem, who their customers are, what's their business model, and then what are the next steps, right? And then we have panel judges. The judges will get to ask one question with each presentation, and the entrepreneur has 1 minute to answer that question as well. I told you, this is gonna be like Fast and Furious. So, we have some amazing prizes. And I know you saw that first place number. You're like, ooh, I can pay my electric bill with that, with the cost of everything nowadays. So, our first place comes in at $2,000. Second place comes in at $1,500. Third place at $1,000. And then we have an audience pick. So audience members, I know that's why you invite your family and friends and all. And finalists and yourself too, you will have an opportunity to pick your favorite presentation that you heard tonight. So I want you to remember which one's your favorite. You got it? Okay, because I'm gonna need your support in this one to make it happen, all right? Okay. Now, when you hear this, you are so smart, such a smart group of folks. That's why I love higher education. See that? Without any instructions, you knew. So after each presentation, this is gonna pop up, and we need you to make a lot of noise for our entrepreneurs, our students here, because some of them are a little nervous, just a tiny bit. I wanna encourage them and let them know that we are here to support them, right? You know, we've all seen the show Shark Tank. Okay. People always say, oh, the pitch contest is like Shark Tank. I'm like, we're not really Shark Tank. We're like the friendly sharks. We're more like baby shark. Okay, so we're gonna be super nice and encouraging to our entrepreneurs. So, also one more thing, we have a timekeeper for all of our presentations. V is sitting right here. V, raise your hand, thank you. V's gonna be our timekeeper. We can applause for V. And when you're ready, you can tell him to start. And then when it's about, halfway, he's gonna have this up. He'll be right here in the front. So you can't pretend like you didn't see V. Okay, you can't deny him. And then when it's time, he will tell you, your time is up, stop. All right, got it, entrepreneurs? All right. Let's meet our judges, shall we? You ready to meet our judges?
Yeah.
A little more enthusiasm. Are you ready, judges? Thank you. Our first judge for this evening is Mr. Sean Schiffer. Sean is excited to represent Salem 5 in Billerica and looks forward to having the opportunity to work with customers one-on-one to meet their financial goals.
He has worked in banking. Oh, that's gracious. Let's see, is it back on?
Okay, there we go. He has worked in banking and finance for more than 30 years. How is that even possible, Sean? You have to share with me your skincare regimen.
Yes. Lots of sugar in my diet.
Got it.
All right, so Sean began his career in finance working as a staff accountant for a world-class home design company and then relocated to New York where he began his career in banking. In addition, he also has experience in the trades as well as helping his father run one of his business ventures. Sean is also a Massachusetts native, so outside of work, he enjoys spending time with his family and friends. So Sean, I love to get to know our judges and all, and if we'll get to know you better once I have this mic in check here. So Sean, growing up in Lowell, tell me about one of your most favorite memories here in Lowell.
Ooh, favorite memory.
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm put on the spot. Let's see. I would say one of my favorite memories is probably just when I used to work with my dad, going in the community, helping different business owners, because my dad was in the trades, he was in pipe fitting, and spending time with him. I remember one time we used to have a place, Lowell Amusement, that used to do video games and arcade games back when they were popular. And he would do some work in there, and he would turn on all the video games, and on the bottom I didn't have to put any money in, and I got to sit there for hours and play. So it was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
I love that.
Okay, next we have Sherry McCormick. Dean McCormick has served as Dean of College Advancement at Middlesex Community College for nearly 8 years. She began her advancement career over 20 years ago, serving as the Director of Advancement at St. Jean d'Arc School as the Director of Philanthropy at Uville Life and Wellness Community. Both organizations are located right here in Lowell. Prior to her advancement career, Dean McCormick provided services as a controller and HR consultant to clients in and around the Boston area, serving biotech, high-tech, and healthcare startups. That's pretty amazing. And she's also another Lowellian as well. I always love reading these bios because you get to hear what people have done and their schooling, their career journey, and it's always very inspiring to hear what people have done in the past. So now, Sherry, again, we like to get to know our judges, and through our Zoom, I know that you like to travel. So why don't you tell the audience your favorite place to travel to?
Pretty much any beach there is. So no, love to travel with my family, and experience different cultures around the world. And I think that's my favorite part, is getting to know the locals, where do they eat, how do they live, and just learning about them. So that's my favorite part.
Thank you.
I will agree with you on the beach part. To me, any place with beach, palm trees, it's a must for me.
The last beach I went to was Puerto Rico. Yes, the best seafood and mofongos ever. Our last judge of the evening
Is Liam Skinner. And so Liam is the business coordinator for the city of Lowell.
So he's definitely a good person to know if you're looking to open up your business right here in the city. So what does he do? It's interfacing with business owners and working
Projects to improve downtown and other business districts. Goodness gracious, we just might have to just speak loud at this point. So since getting his degree in economics, Liam has been very busy and has done a lot of different types of work, including volunteering at a nonprofit right here in Lowell known as the Coalition for a Better Acre. Liam enjoys his role in local government because he gets to meet business owners
and other stakeholders in the small business landscape, and also getting the different perspectives of Lowell. So now, we're not going to judge you on this one.
by getting to know our judges. This is important, and I don't want you to feel like, ooh, am I being
biased? Of all the restaurants in downtown Lowell, or in Lowell in general, which one will be your favorite restaurant?
Yeah, I normally can't pick favorites working for the government, so now I get to.
Well,
I don't know, but it's nice to have a prompt where I can actually shout it out because I was prompted. I used to live at the Boot Mills when I first came back to Lowell, and my thing to do in the evening would be to walk up to El Potro because I love Mexican food. I love like meaty, cheesy, like I'm gonna be too full, like I'm gonna sit on the couch afterwards and so I would go to El Potro and get a steak quesadilla. That was my favorite thing.
Steak quesadilla, got it, okay. All right, folks, so presenters, you're gonna have to speak very loudly and project your voice since our microphone wants to go in and out for this evening, okay? So every now and then it might turn on, but there's no guarantee.
so you're going to have to speak very loudly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you a quick question. Are you ready to hear some business pitches? I love the enthusiasm. I love it. All right, coming to the invisible stage, our first presenter of the evening, Branded Agent.
Let V know when you're ready, and they will start the timer.
Okay. I'm going to try to be loud and also speak in the microphone. Be fast and slow. I'm ready. So my name is Jonathan Power, and I am the founder of Branded Agent. Branded Agent is a branding and marketing company specifically designed for real estate professionals. So spending multiple years, 20 years in the real estate industry, I've noticed that there is a large gap in the real estate industry. According to the National Association of Realtors profile of real estate firms, less than 5% of real estate brokerages offer their real estate agents actual marketing support and brand visibility. So why does this matter? It matters for the agent because more than 73% of home buyers and sellers only interview one professional before hiring one. So for the consumer, it matters because visibility and marketing exposure can directly impact the sale and purchase of one of the largest financial assets of their lives. So branded agent helps the agent, the real estate professional, define their brand visibility, and create a stronger marketing presence through strategic branding, content creation, and digital marketing. One of our biggest differentiators is our exclusive content concierge service, where our team works directly with agents on site to produce professional video and social media content while providing brand messaging, production support, and coaching. So we serve agents of all levels of production, but our three core personas would be Sarah, David, and Sophia. So Sarah is a top producer focused on elevating her brand and visibility. She utilizes our services to attract that luxury listing opportunity. David is an experienced agent who utilizes branded agent for our effective marketing support that saves him valuable time. And Sophia is a newer agent who is drawn to our branding and content strategy that builds her visibility, credibility, and ultimately builds her pipeline. So we're based on a hybrid model of one-time and reoccurring services. More than 26,000 licensed Massachusetts real estate agents allow for a large opportunity, which is significant. This creates scalability, reoccurring revenue, and long-term client relationships. The business is already in motion. It's not just an idea. The branding, pricing structure, business roadmap are complete, and I'm currently building out partnerships, networking initiatives, and freelance creative team. So Branded Agent was built from real industry experience that I witnessed, including marketing teams built at brokerages that were not able to work with the agent on their marketing. I would utilize the prize funding to accelerate portfolio development and networking initiatives. And Branded Agents exist to help professionals build stronger brands, stronger visibility, and stronger long-term businesses. And that's what I have.
All right. So judges, what questions do you have?
Let's see if this one works. Okay.
One question for each judge.
Oh, okay.
I can start. I guess I love the personas that you show.
Yep.
Like, this is what the target customer is.
Yep.
Can you speak to how you know that that niche exists from your experience, and how are you going to reach that target persona?
So, being, I would say, first-hand experience working in the business, seeing that those personas do exist. Those based on those personas and the data that we see, that it represents around $50,000 in revenue that those agents would spend. 30,000 being, Sarah, the ultra high producer, down to around 7,000. How we would reach them is by just being present in the real estate industry. One of my biggest things is creating speed networking events. So instead of just going to a networking event and everyone's standing around talking to the same people, it's like a speed dating event where you're partnered with someone and you're actually meeting people within the community. So for a newer agent or an agent in the business, you're able to build out kind of your vendor portfolio just in one night of, I would say, meeting with other professionals and just developing some relationships with them. Thank you.
So my question,
I know.
right, so I can talk loud too. So if your target audience are the realtors, not the companies, so it'd be a large real estate company, have you had any pushback from those real estate companies with how you're dealing with their real estate agents? Are they bound by any sort of agreement with them that may preclude you from offering services?
Not necessarily, and actually that's one of the reasons, when I originally got into this program, I thought I was going to build out a real estate brokerage. And actually there's some restrictions when it comes to your social media marketing and that kind of stuff. And then discovering that there was this need for marketing within the real estate industry. The agent themselves is an independent contractor, so they are spending, expenses on their own business and that kind of thing. So there really is no regulation that they would prohibit them from working with us.
My question is a little bit twofold. One is, how do you envision the future of this? Because you said you had already gotten it started. And the other part would be like, if you win prize money, was there a specific thing you have in mind? Like, and it doesn't necessarily need just to be prize money, but like in general, if you got an inflow of money, like what would you envision the future?
So we'd be building out our portfolio. So right now I'm starting to work with my network and kind of building out some brand strategy and portfolio stuff before I'm actually looking for paid clients. What I would do with the prize money would be put ourselves in some printed publications, you know, some subscriptions with Boston Magazine, North Shore Magazine, maybe sponsor some local events with them, that kind of stuff. And really kick off the speed networking events, which does have a cost to it because I don't want to charge the vendors and people attending. I want them to come and bring their ideas and meet people.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Brian. Great job. The first pitch is always the most nerve-wracking, so great job, my friend. So in between the presentations, I thought it'd be fun to give you some fun facts and also allow the judges an opportunity just quickly to add in their scores and their points for each presentation. So just in case if you're not from Lowell and you don't know much about the city or the area, here's some fun facts. So Middlesex Community College, your college, was founded in 1970 and has grown into one of the largest community colleges here in Massachusetts, serving students on both its Lowell and Bedford campuses. All right, are we ready for the next one? All right, coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Merrimack Mill Kitchen.
All right, I'm ready to start. Good afternoon, my name is Alyssa Smith. I am the owner and founder of Merrimack Mill Kitchen. Merrimack Mill Kitchen is basically a upscale dining concept based in the Merrimack Valley, solving a major problem that in the Merrimack Valley, we don't have many options for upscale, nice to go out places. There's only like a few options in the entire Merrimack Valley, from Lowell all the way up to Newburyport. So the idea of Merrimack Mill Kitchen is to offer that elevated dining experience. And the solution would be to introduce a restaurant in the Lawrence, Lowell, the Lawrence, Methuen, or Andover area, and that would be the goal. Currently, I am focusing mainly on catering events and other corporate events. That would be like the next step. The target customer would be anybody that is looking for a nice to have nice to have dining experience they might want to have as part of their event or to go out to eat. So the revenue model, regarding the revenue model is that we would make money mainly on the dining experience, catering experience, and any baked goods that we sell. So the next step, so if I end up getting funding, it would be to establish all the required permits and licenses in the city of Lawrence to establish company residency at Revolving Test Kitchen next to Northern Essex Community College in Lawrence. So yeah. Any questions?
I was just wondering, like, so to compete in the restaurant business, like you said you were going to use a test kitchen. Do you have other people that are helping you? Are you going to do it all on your own, or? So
currently, I'm doing it on my own. Right now, I'm registered only with VBA, but I'm hoping to form an LLC within the next year or two. So right now, I cannot hire employees, but I do want to form an LLC in the next year or two to be able to legally hire employees.
So you have a clearly defined problem with the lack of
restaurant options in Lowell, in Lawrence, or what have you?
So it's mainly, most of the dining options in the Merrimack Valley are fast casual or just like grab and go. There's not really much like upscale, like a nice night to go out place to go.
Thank you.
I guess I'm curious what the sort of intermediate stages look like. You started by, defining this vision for like a really upscale, nice place to go. And what you're currently doing is a bit of catering. So is the idea to start small or start in a shared space? Or can you describe like the kind of intermediate step?
So the intermediate step is involved in test kitchen. And after I get my dual degrees, because I'm a dual major here, after I graduate, my goal is to be able to break away from the nest of RTK and be able to launch Merrimack Mill Kitchen on its own.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It is true that we don't have a lot of like fine dining experiences here in the Merrimack Valley. So not that long ago, for the past weekend, I had a very special celebration, and I went all the way to Boston for usually like a fine dining experience. And also, I hear you on that one. And when we say fine dining, it means no sneakers at the restaurants.
It's not really fine dining, it's upscale.
Upscale, sorry. Okay, still, do we have to wear sneakers at upscale? Let's bring back the shoes and all that. All right, so another fun fact. Did you know this one right here? The movie The Fighter, starring Mark Wahlberg. You might know Mark Wahlberg. He started off in was he a singer or a rapper at the time? Was it a rapper? Okay. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Then he became an actor. Him and Christian Bale, the movie, it was based on the Lowell boxer Mickey Ward, and it was filmed around the city. Did you know that? So now you go watch the movie and you're like, a lot of movies actually have been filmed here in Lowell. So, all right, ready for our third presentation? Okay, let's bring up to the stage Prima Noor Apparel. All right, let us know when you're ready.
Hi everyone. Alright everyone, my name is Prima. I'm presenting Prima Noor, a premium leisurewear brand that is centered on nation-themed concepts with flag-inspired colors as well as cultural emblems, a chic way to be patriotic. Traditional wear, while it's very beautiful, it's not very practical for daily wear. In the middle is a traditional Ugandan outfit that most people wear to events, but you'll probably see someone wearing that casually in Uganda, but not here. And growing up here, it's kind of not been, I haven't had a lot of options to represent my country in a way that I can just wear to school or work. So my first collection is Primavera. The flowers on each t-shirt are flowers that are either nationally represented or known or popular in each country, and they match each country's flag, the colors at least. The target customer are millennials and Gen Z in the general African diaspora who are culturally conscious and support Black-owned businesses and they're naturally fashion-forward. And so to make any kind of profit in this type of business, I would have to price things between $25 and $45, and sales will be directly from the website, although there are plans to host pop-ups in the future. So far, I have designs, I have an informal business plan, and I've researched my niche and my customer. The next steps for me would be starting a website, marketing, and the legal stuff. So in conclusion, Prima Noor, I've had the privilege of growing up here in the States, all the while still very connected to my roots, somehow managing to merge the two worlds and hoping to represent not only my ancestors, but those who share a story similar to mine. Thank you.
All right, judges.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that this is personal to you and it comes from your story. And I also noticed that it looked like you have a great picture of who your customer is, Gen Z, millennial, the African diaspora, and like who you're appealing to. As far as marketing, could you dive in a little bit about how to reach that customer, how to get views in front of that customer?
Yes, most of the people that I find that are looking for products like this are on social media, so it's incorporating Instagram and TikTok and different ways of connecting to a younger demographic. No, you're fine.
So my question revolves more around, you have your revenue. Are you going to find your expenses prohibitive based on your 25 to 45? I mean, there are some millennials who can afford a $25 or $45 t-shirt.
Yeah.
But have you considered and weighed the benefits and advantages and disadvantages of what the cost of the products might be?
Yes, I have considered, considering the economic climate, that maybe some things might not be affordable. I am working with a print-on-demand company that will be producing the shirts, so I have to consider profit, and that is just the safest for now. I do want to incorporate more products that may be on a lower level that may be affordable to more people.
Just one very quick follow-up. You plan to produce everything third party, so you're not going to do anything yourself. You're going to actually have vendors that produce it for you.
Just for now, until I have more resources to be able to do it on my own.
Thank you.
In relation to that, so all the designing of stuff you're gonna do yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you thought of like different things other than shirts, or like, because again, it's hitting on her budget kind of question, like opening up so everyone will want to buy your brand?
Yeah, I mean, it's always in the plan in the future to want to incorporate more countries, not just focus on Africa, but different continents, and not just t-shirts, but of course sweatpants and maybe tote bags or hats, just things that you can wear casually on a daily wear. Thank you.
Thank you. So I know I'm not part of like the Gen Z and all that, I'm a Gen X, but I am fashion forward. Can I still wear it, Prima? All right. I'm just checking. Okay, I'm just checking. So I want to make sure. Some ties might be a good one. So when you create the ties, Sean, you can rock that as Salem 5. All right. Another fun fact, this one I always love to share with folks because I'm Cambodian, and so I always love to share this. Lowell is home to one of the largest Cambodian American communities in the United States. So this gives the city a very vibrant Southeast Asian cultural influence. Who here has had Cambodian food? Ooh, a good amount. All right, for those that haven't, that are shaking your heads, make sure you go check out one of the plenty of Cambodian restaurants. Do you know which city comes in first for having the highest population of Cambodians in the country? Long Beach, California. Why do we come here to the cold parts of the U.S.? I always ask my mom, like, why aren't we on the West Coast next to the waters, Mom? Instead, I'm here bundling up with 4 layers in the month of May. All right, are we ready for more presentations? Excellent, judges, you good so far? All right. Let's bring up to the invisible stage, LB's Treats and Sweets.
Okay, I'm ready. My name is Laura Johnson. I am a baker called L&B Sweets and Treats, which we make all human-grade dog treats catered for all dog needs. Store-bought treats are packed with sugars, fillers, additives, and chemicals which can cause health problems such as diabetes, allergies, and poor gut health. Ultimately, your dog pays a bigger price. We make over 28 different types of treats, from dehydrated meats to veggies, baked goods, and exotic things such as baby quail, pig ears, duck feet, and chicken feet. Every recipe is made with real simple ingredients that you can pronounce. With a cleaner, healthier treat, it can give your dog a better skin and coat, help reduce allergy risk, and improve your gut health. Dogs of all kinds are our clientele, from dog parents who play the biggest role in a dog's life, to your vet's office, doggy daycare, dog trainers, and dog groomers. These are the people that tend to treat more of dogs' better health. Our treats range from $4 to $20 and they are priced for the quality of the ingredients used. We sell at farmers markets, craft fairs, and pop-up events. We currently have one of our treats in one of our local stores. We have a website that brings in sales along with our social media that does our advertising and some sales. We do custom orders and holiday and birthday boxes. We also offer discounts around the holiday season to make sure that dogs are not forgotten. We have accomplished so much in 2 years. We created a name, a logo, got registered to sell treats in Massachusetts by the state of Massachusetts Agriculture. We started making our own labels, got our website up and running, got new equipment to start creating new treats. At our third event, we sold out. We made the newspaper on our first event. We do a lot of dog adoptions and different dog events. Each month we donate 10% back to the MCC. And our current mission right now is we're trying to raise money for the Chelmsford Canine Unit. Why are they the right people for your dog? Because we care about what your dog eats. We're trained in making treats. We've taken the proper courses. We get the proper labels. We are licensed to sell in Massachusetts. We are required by law to have proper irritation analysis, and we provide that with all our treats. We use all natural ingredients. For winning this contest, they can help us upgrade and get new equipment to produce newer treats, get them analyzed, and get new labels out. This can also help improve our marketing, help pay for different pop-up events, and also help us get back to the community. Every dog person wants to give their dog nothing but the best, and that is what we do, give nothing but the best.
I'll go first this time. Is everything made in your home kitchen, number one, and do you plan to expand to a more commercial-sized kitchen?
Right now, everything is in home, but we're trying to do our baking. We remove all the animals, sanitize and clean everything. We bake, get labeled, put in the dehydrator. Then once that's done, everything go back to normal in home. Our goal is to get a store with a kitchen in the back, so we can go right from the kitchen to the front.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm curious because it sounds like you've already had some early success and early exposure. If this scales up, what do you see your biggest challenge being from a business operations standpoint? Is it finding the staff or supply or?
A lot of it would be trying to compete with bigger companies that mass reproduce, and with those they have a lot of the stuff that aren't really healthy for dogs. So being people that doesn't want to pay greater prices for more cereal, they always venture to get the cheaper ones, which have a lot of the additives and fillers and stuff that dogs shouldn't really be eating. So by us doing this, we can keep it at a lower price and also find outsources to produce our stuff. Well, not produce, but give us the stuff that we need so we can make it ourselves.
That was part of my question too, is like, as you grow, how do you expect to keep up with the volume? So if you have like you said, special orders, and then you have, the holidays and people are, thinking about your product, how are you going to keep up with that?
Well, hopefully we can get into a big unit that has a bunch of, equipment. Right now we're running 4 dehydrators daily just to keep up with what we have now. What we've made so far in profit, we've been using to get more equipment to, keep up with inflation and keep up with the newer treats that we're making. Like our next one we want to get is a freeze dryer, which is expensive, but it will open up a whole different variety of snacks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Growing up, I had a lot of different pet animals, including a duck. His name was Jordan, after Jordan from New Kids on the Block. Told you I'm a Gen X. And my mom still has dogs to this day. And I went to her home and she was cooking. I'm like, oh, Mom, what are you making? That smells good. And she was making fried rice. And I'm like, oh, that smells good. She's like, it's for my dogs. I'm like, of course, because that's what, moms do for their fur babies as well. And by the way, my mom's dogs are bilingual. They speak both English and Cambodian. So fun fact, another one. would be the Lowell campus right here for Middlesex Community College is located in Kearney Square, right in the middle of historic downtown Lowell, surrounded by old mill buildings, canals, and industrial history. So we are literally in the middle of history that people read about. All right, we have a couple more presentations. Judges, you're good to go right now. Perfect. Audience, you still with me? Yeah. Awesome. I love the energy. All right, let's bring up to the stage our pop-up events.
That button right there. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. Good afternoon, everyone. Introducing our pop-up events. When was the last time you celebrated something small? What if those overlooked moments became the ones you remember the most? Hi, everyone. I'm Tanishka, and I am the founder of Aura Pop-Up Events and also a business administration student at MCC. This exact question is what led to the founding of Aura Pop-Up Events. We are a company designed to make everyday milestones intentional, memorable, and worth celebrating. But this idea exists because of a growing problem, which is milestones are overlooked. People often just send a text and end it over, congratulations. Event management is only meant for big events. This is a big myth in the events industry, and event decoration is too expensive and complicated. How we change it all. Aura Pop-Up Event steps in to create your small moments accessible, effortless, and memorable. We are meant for every small moment. It could be literally anything. How it works. Customers go and book online through our booking website, which will be an app and a website. Step 2 is they choose their experience package and then add on the add-ons. Then the step 3 would be designing and delivering the setup. We do it all for you. You sit back and relax after you have selected your package. The business and revenue model. So our target customer is the Gen Z, who are young, experience-driven, and social. This is our target audience just because they are people that need the most accessible and affordability factor of the entire model. Who are they? They're students, parents, young professionals, couples, friend groups. And what they want is an affordable, memorable, low-stress celebrations. A revenue model includes our single event experiences, our add-ons, and then our monthly experiences, which is also subscription-based. Then why Aura Pop-Up wins? The competitive advantage. We're better than our local competitors in a way that we niche and focus on small events only. A lot of these companies that you see up here are local events, one of which is Whimsical Events, and the other one is Leone Decorators, and they don't offer any services less under $200. They're not all of them are built for small moments. They don't have ready-to-go, curated, and all-out experiences, and none of the 3 have any subscription-based experiences. Progress so far. So validation, the first part is done, which included research and getting feedback from my peers at MCC and also a local MA community. Then the launch, which will be about in 2 months, which includes buying, customizing balloon machines, building a digital platform, and buying my insurance and getting it registered, and then doing my first ever launch. The scaling would be the third part. It would be introducing new, different models, maybe a subscription plus one-time event-based model. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, because I believe every moment does not come with a stage, but I feel like every milestone deserves a celebration. Do you guys have any questions?
I had a question. I know you said that any moment that anyone's looking to celebrate, is there something that you're going to kind of move forward with as like a specialized thing that your entity does?
Yeah, so when I say special moments, I mean the small ones, the one that usually get overlooked. We will have pre-curated experience packages where we design everything, which will be a limited amount for, say, proposals, poker proposals, becoming new parents. So any of that we will have like pre-designed, but if you can meet up with us if you want anything different than that.
How are you getting the word out about your services?
Social media. So, sorry if I forgot to mention that, but I do have a social media page with a following of about 200 people, which were all local, Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I currently freelance as a balloons decorator, and that's how I've got the word out so far. Thank you. And Judge Lou, do you have any questions?
What does success look like to you? Like, if you envision this going well in the next 1 to 3 years, what's the sign that you're at the next step that you wanted to be at?
The next sign, that actually is a really good question. Thank you so much. The next sign would be that every single time someone thinks of an event which is associated with a small moment, they think of Aura pop-up events. It should be like a local name. I am not looking to get this into a nationwide company right away because that is just not realistic. But locally, at least in Lowell, Massachusetts, I want people to think about Aura pop-up events. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what's a small celebration, but it's a big milestone that we should consider? It would be that Monday morning, waking up to go to work from the weekend, especially a long weekend, or that Tuesday, right, from a long weekend, like someone should celebrate the fact that I'm getting up at 6 in the morning to go to work, like that's a celebration. But I agree that we should celebrate the small wins and not just the big ones. Life is too short. So celebrate it, eat the cake, have the dessert. You know, I always say that I don't want to go to heaven and be like, oh, I'm so glad I had those Brussels sprouts. So, fun facts. Did you know the Songus Center at UMass Lowell has hosted major artists, including Drake, Bob Dylan, and Snoop Dogg, right here in downtown Lowell. I even saw Jay-Z there one time. Yeah, so we have some pretty big hitters that will come to Lowell. So, did you know that? There's a fun fact for you. All right, we just have 2 more. So coming up to the invisible stage, let's give a round of applause for NASA Math. Do you want me to do it for you, or you got it? Okay. So that one right there. Yeah. Sorry. There we go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We'll start. Every year, Massachusetts schools lose thousands of students' days of preventable illnesses like cold and common flu. The CDC states that hand washing is a DIY vaccine for this, but kids find it boring and they don't wash their hands properly, and that required 20 seconds and they don't do it. So, sorry. Okay. So teachers also, they can't be a bathroom police. This is the boredom barrier, and it's costing schools health and productivity. I'm Mireille Marouf Bulbulyan, founder of Nasamat and Nasamat Joy Wash. We reinvented the soap dispenser to fit those needs. Our soap dispensers are interactive animal-faced units that don't just dispense soap sheets, but also they played educational jokes, trendy music, songs, or trivia for 25 seconds. We turned a chore into the best part of students' days. Instead of begging students to wash their hands properly, they will beg teachers to do so. We are planning to see a high increase in engagement rates. Nasamat Joy Wash is a business model for scale and sustainability. It consists of unit like a hardware that costs $69 per unit, a software eco-friendly soap sheets, $15 per month, and an annual licensing fee for new educational jokes and real-time hygiene analytics. Annual trivia gains also subscription for $5 per student that turns hygiene education into a rewarded event. We aren't just dreaming, we are moving forward. We invented soap sheets thicker than what are in markets, We launched statewide hygiene audit. This is a survey that will go to the schools, and we are also identifying where the needs and budgets are to fuel our fall 2026 expansion. For this price, we will start our pilot with 3 schools and more, and finalize our production toolings. At Nasamat Joy Wash, we sell 25 seconds of laughter that saves school days. Join us in making hygiene a highlight of every student's day. Thank you.
I have a question. So
Yes.
what, do you have any patents on any of this? Have you gone and secured any patents on either the soap machine or the sheets?
Yes, I start with the sheets, and I'm on the way to speak with the schools, start with the schools of Merrimack Valley to have them take the survey. And by the end of fall, I will be having like halfway of my my business.
I just had a question, and I could have missed it, like how you think you're going to get it into the schools? Do you have connections with people in the school system?
No, but I will start making it, especially with superintendent and the educational board, because those two are the target market for Nasamat Joy.
So I'm also curious, maybe similar to the first question about the production of it, what sort of equipment and facility do you need to produce these?
In fact, for small amount in the beginning, I'm having my basement, and I have all the molds and productivity and all the soap needs. I still need only to sponsor for the machine.
Thank you.
And the device. Thank you.
You know where they should definitely start is the preschool, because it's every 3-year-old, that 4-year-old comes home, that's when the germs spread. My son is so sick of me telling him as soon as he walks through the door from school, after he says, "Hi Mom," I'm like, "Wash your hands." Because I already know that he's been touching things, desks, doorknobs, and like God knows what germs. So before you bring that to my household, like, sir, go wash your hands. So, another fun fact, if you did not know, Lowell is often called the cradle of the American Industrial Revolution because of its massive textile mills and factory system in the 1800s. So in high school, I volunteered with the National Historic Park as a tour guide, and I used to give tours of Lowell, so I can tell you the history of how we started the Industrial Revolution and the mill girls and all that good stuff. So. Yeah, I know you're thinking like, you were a volunteer guy? I was one of those geeks in high school for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last presentation of the, I know! You're like, we don't want to leave, we're having such a good time, there's plenty of food here and everything else. You're like, why should we leave? I hear you, but I have to make dinner later on, so I do have to leave after this. My son has some very executive tastes in food, and it's my fault because I've been his culinary chef since he was a baby. All right, but enough about food. See, it's always with food when it comes to me. The last presentation of the evening. Welcome to the invisible stage, Insta Sage.
Whenever you're ready, B will do the countdown.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Kais. I'm the co-founder of InstaSync.
I'm Akash. I'm the other co-founder of InstaSync. So the problem we're here to solve is that group planning is broken. Do you guys remember the last time you tried to make plans with your friends and it went horribly wrong? It's so hard these days because we have so many things going on, making it tough to find the time to sync up your schedule with your friends. When this issue occurred with my friend group, I decided to look online and see if other people were going through it. And I found out that 61% of Americans say they don't spend enough time with their friends, despite having 5 hours of free time a day. That's why we came up with InstaSync. The way it works is you first upload your schedule on our app along with your friends, so the app can find times that you and your friends are both available. Next, using AI, our app will suggest a list of events in the local area for you and your friends to do. Once you choose an event, you can also book the event through our app, making our service one seamless platform where you can take your plans from the group chat and make it reality.
All right, so who are we building this for? So our first target market will be young professionals. You know, after college, it's very hard for them to plan events as they're working full-time jobs, but they still should have a social network. So through this app, that will solve that problem for the young professionals. Students as well. Obviously, students have a high social activity, and they're also open to new apps. So we'll be also pushing this to students as well. Last but not least, local businesses. Local businesses will be able to promote their restaurants or events through our app, and that way we'd be supporting a local business, and we'd also be getting a small commission off the bookings.
So we plan to make revenue through three main ways. The first is through our freemium model. So we'll offer a free model of the app that gives you limited features, but still keeps the customer wanting more, which we'll offer with our premium model, which is $12.99 a month. Next, we'll do it through timing-based ads, which is where businesses can promote their event through our app. So it's the first thing that pops up when it suggests a user an event to do in the local area. Next would be through booking commissions. So every time a customer books an event through our app, we would get a commission benefiting both us and the business.
So for our trajectory, for the first year, we plan to get around 15,000 monthly active users through the advertising. We then take the money we make from that year and put it into the year 2 and year 3, where we plan to scale up to 250,000 monthly active users. Long term, we want to be the market dominant social coordination platform. Yeah. So where would this prize money go? So first of all, we're going to have to open an LLP or a business entity. In Massachusetts, I believe it's $500. Another thing, we need to make a prototype. That's also another place where the prize money will go. And last but not least, a lot of advertising through TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you, everyone.
I have a question. Who's writing the app?
So what we're planning to do is, first we're going to use like an AI to make a prototype, and then we would try to get more investment so we could get a full team of coders to really make the app. I do have a background in computer science. I studied it for 3 years at Rutgers, so I have a basic enough understanding of the field of like computer science and like app development to kind of use AI to build the app. But like for the full professional model, we will hire a team of coders to do that.
I'm curious about the free versus the premium subscription. I think that is the way to do it, especially to get in with students and like cheap young people, is offer a free version first. What does that look like? What does the scaled down version of your service look like where you still demonstrate the value?
So with the free version, we'll give a user the ability to like add up to 4 friends and be a part of one group. But with the premium, you can have unlimited friends, unlimited groups, and you have access to our AI recommendation service that gives a list of events in the local area.
So this is going to be a kind of a tough one. So thinking of different demographics. So I know you're targeting certain areas, but obviously you want to make money. So how would you know these certain groups what events this can link them to? Is it just to find free time, or?
Events. So basically with that, it would link them to any event they really want. So let's say a group of friends want to get coffee. So they'll sync their schedules together, and then a list of coffee locations in the local area will pop up, and that way they can book through that. Or let's say they want to go to, I don't know, go bowling or something. It depends on what they want. It's open to a lot of areas.
And also over time, the app will learn like the user's preferences and what they like to do, and it'll get better at recommending them things to do.
Thank you.
All right.
I know you're all thinking like, you know that group chat where everyone's like, hey, let's meet up. And everyone's going back and forth, like, when are you available? Well, I can do this date. Oh, no, I can't do that date. Oh, how about this date? No, I can't do, I got this, I got that. Next thing you know, 3 months later, you're still trying to plan that coffee date, that dinner, that trip. A year goes by, you're like, weren't we supposed to go out on a trip? Exactly. And so it does happen. It says somehow we're such busy individuals now that we can't even figure out when we can link up. All right, so presenters, let's give them another round of applause. So I'm going to take the judges out. We're going to do a deliberation with the judges. We're going to go to another part out there. And while I do that, V is going to run the audience pick. And so, right here. So V is going to do this part right here. And then we will come back. And then when we do come back, well, let me exit out of this. Okay. And then we'll go to the next slide. Okay, thank you, V.
Judges, grab your folders and come on with me.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what did we think of our presenters today? So my name is V, and V Carey, they, them. I used to work with Safan actually at EFRL, so I'm excited to be back here and see who the audience's favorite was. We have here, it's been a minute, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Everybody who's presented, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, there's going to be a number. If you scan the QR code, oops, that was just showing. There we go. If you could scan that QR code, it should guide you to vote for your favorite. Who you think knocked it out of the park today? So the presenters, please do not vote. Yes. So A, we'll respond to A for Branded Agent, B for Merrimack Mill Kitchen, C for Prima Nor Apparel, D for L&B's Treats and Sweets, E for Aura Pop-Up Events, and F for Nasamat, and finally G for InstaCinch. In the interim, I'm gonna do a little bit of shameless self-promotion for an organization I work with that could be of service to some folks here. I work with a,
No,
okay.
go for it. Keep going.
I was just doing a little commercial break.
Keep going.
Okay. So I work with a nonprofit here in Lowell down the street called Bioversity. We are run out of UMass Lowell right on 110 Canal Street. And we provide free 8-week training programs to individuals that are open to hands-on technical careers in the life sciences and biomanufacturing. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of you when we were talking about biomanufacturing. So without having any science background, no college degree required, in 8 weeks we run an intensive program where you receive lab training, so learning all the SOPs, so Fon's SOPs, we're big about the SOPs here.
Wait, do you know what SOPs?
Standard operating procedures.
I've known, because I'm always like, what are your SOPs? And people are like, excuse me? I'm like, your standard operating procedures. Like, oh.
Yes. But after working with her, I'm like, okay, she can run anything like a corporation, and it's awesome to see. And then career development, so that's even a bigger part of our program. So a lot of resume building, mock interviews. We bring volunteers to do panels so you can get an idea of where you might see yourself in one of these hands-on careers. And lastly, we do employer connections. So we help all of our students enter entry-level roles in biomanufacturing and lab operations. If you have any questions, I'm V, I have info here, and I'll leave it at that. Thanks so much, I'll pass the mic to Safan.
So when I call your name, feel free to come on up, and we're gonna have the photographer take a picture of you up here. So, you all scanned and you selected your top favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, your audience pick of the evening is Prima Nor. Go up a little more right there. Perfect.
Thank you, awesome job. All right, judges, so let's see, Liam is going to announce our third place. So Liam, tell us who is coming in at third place for $1,000.
Yeah, I think they identified a unique problem and they gave an engaging pitch, so we picked Inks to Sink.
Stand for Liam, so we can grab a photo of you.
Congratulations.
Awesome. All right, going on up to $1,500 for second place. Sean, who do we have?
So second place, we came to branded agent, Jonathan.
Jonathan said, cha-ching. And for coming in at first place at a whopping $2,000, Sherry, who do we have?
Our first place pick is L&D Streets.
Go for it a little more, a little more. Go for it. Yes, there you go. Want to make sure you look good in the picture. Awesome job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to again thank you so much for joining us on this rainy day. We're going to hold off on that one. So thank you so much for joining us on today's rainy day. Thank you for listening in to all the amazing pitches. Finalists, thank you so much for putting all your hard work into your presentations, coming up here to speak, to pitch your idea. It's not easy to share your baby, your idea with the world. It takes a lot of courage, but we are so inspired by your ideas, and do not let today stop you from not pursuing your dream. Continue with those dreams of yours, continue to pitch at other events, continue to work on your business model. Because one day, you're going to be a top business owner, and I can't wait to support you. So thank you for that, and let's give another round of applause for our guests for today.